What a week it's been, Buffalo Bob. What a week it's been.
It has been a week. Look at how tiny you are down there. That's crazy.
Yeah, let me switch this out here real quick. Which one? Is it this one? No, we'll be talking about 4B later. Is it
Yeah.
this one? No, we'll be
No.
doing Gardic Phone later. Is it this one? No,
Is
we'll be talking about Pal World later.
uh,
Yes, it's this one right here. Now I can fix it. There we go. Hey, there
there
we
we
go.
go. That's
Yeah,
way better. Yes.
that's way better. And we are live on the Twitter. We are live on the Rumble. We are live on YouTube. We is lives.
We're live.
We are live. We are live. We are
Yes.
here. We are here. We are here. Remember that? Horton Hears a Hoop?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. We are here. We are here. We are here. So, yeah. Anything interesting happened this week?
Well, um, not really. Not that I know. Not for me personally. Shit. So far,
Nothing.
it's been a pretty dull week, to be honest. Actually,
Anything unexpected happened maybe this week on a Tuesday?
on a Tuesday, what happens on? Fuck, man. Listen, I've been hitting this dab pen for the last hour, so I don't even remember Thursday, and that was yesterday.
Yeah, well, I think we had an election on
Oh
Tuesday.
shit, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. Yeah, that's right.
we did
I'm an
have a little
idiot.
bit. We did have a little bit of an election.
You know
Yes.
what's so fucked up about that is we were literally just in that realm of conversation prior to going on here, so it just makes that even dumber on my part, but okay.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Too
But yeah,
funny.
we
Yeah,
did. We had an election on Tuesday. We did. And Kamala Harris is our new president.
man,
I
what a
mean,
shocker that was.
yeah, right?
Everything. I think it was really because, like, just earlier this afternoon, the rest of her ballots showed up.
They did. They came in late.
Yes.
You know, a little bit of harvesting, but that's okay. Some ballot
It was a
box burning, that's how
late
we do it.
harvest. Yeah, that's what it was. It was all the burning boxes that got in the way. That's what happened there.
Yes,
So
but we officially have 47 once again.
yes,
Uh,
yes,
Donnie T. Crazy this timeline we live in, man. We got the guy who literally was running The Apprentice has now been the president not once, but twice.
got to tell two people you're fired.
Well, so far it's not January yet.
What about you out there? Did you get your way? Let me know in the comments below.
Yeah.
Did
Hopefully
you?
everybody voted. It seemed like we had a pretty big turnout though nationwide,
Hmm.
which I liked. My area had a really big turnout from what I hear on my local news, so that was cool. The little polling station I went to was just a little church here, and the most people they ever get, and normally they only handle just this one district, sometimes two districts, but no matter which one they said, the most people they ever get is about 150 to 200. When I went there at about 1:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday, they already had about 250, and they ended up
Oh,
overall ending with over 500. One of the ladies in my building was being a poll worker there, so they had over
I
500 people come through there. That's crazy. They said for them, they've never had that ever.
I have a buddy who's a poll worker as well, so that always makes me feel more comfortable about a way an election's going to be run if I know
Sure.
somebody who's involved. And as far as I can tell, he's pretty honest.
Yeah, I hope
You know,
so. I mean,
so
I hope the lady I know there was honest because I gave her, my ballot, so we put it in the machine together. So hopefully she didn't fuck me over.
no, she's like, we've got this, Bob.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was kind of a cool election day to be out. There was a little bit of a buzz in the air, I think.
Hmm.
I mean, from what if you watch any sort of news of mainstream sort or even local, I've been inundated through that whole or this whole election cycle, thanks to me and Austin doing our little podcast singing there about the election. So The amount of electoral content I have fucking taken in has just been ridiculous. But if you watch the news or anything like that, they either told you that this was a very close race. Um, they made it out, especially at the end there, like the last week of the election or the race rather. There was a lot of stories about, oh, look at Trump, he's dwindling, it's over. His rallies, everybody's leaving midway through. It's nobody gives a shit anymore. And it's just so funny because what ended up actually happening in all reality was everybody at Harris's victory rally ended up having to leave halfway through because it was already over by then, and she didn't even
That's
bother
like the
coming out
second
to say
time that's
victory.
happened. Um,
Yeah, that's. I
it
mean, when
happened
you
with
get beat
Hillary.
that bad, I kind of get it. I might not have come out either. Right? Fuck them, right? All right,
They
tomorrow.
if it had been the other way around, they would have been like, "Where's the concession speech? Where's the concession speech?
Well, I mean,
Come out and acknowledge
apparently
this."
she, from what I was reading the night of, she called Trump at some point in time, and behind closed doors, conceded to him personally. Um, and then the next day she made her concession speech there live on TV,
Well, that
which
it
was
was reported
funny enough.
overnight. Yeah, I saw that too, but then we got a second report the following afternoon saying she has just called Trump to
Mm,
congratulate him and concede his victory, and then she will speak sometime later.
well, she either called that night or called in the morning, like it's whatever. She called him and said,
No,
"I lost, you won." Either way,
yeah,
Biden called him and said it. We did it, Don. We did it. Um,
we got her.
it's just it was such a crazy election. Really, honestly, it was fun though. It was very fun. But it was crazy and it was wild seeing all the shit talking that was coming out from both
Hmm.
sides. And but
Yes,
yeah,
there was shit
ultimately
talking on both sides.
we got Donnie T at the end here, man, and now it's time for him to put up or shut up. This is like a mandate presidency if he wants to have any sort of lasting legacy or have any or leave anything behind after being president for a total of 8 years now. At the end of this, hopefully, if he makes it, um, he's got to do some shit. He's got to stick to what he says. So he seems like he's already hitting the ground running so far.
Yeah,
We'll see.
uh, but there is some questions about John Bolton. So
Mm,
I don't know. I don't think he's going to be fully successful to be able to get a cabinet and advisors that are 100% behind him. I think there's still going to be some skullduggery involved with people steering him the wrong way. Not sure it was a good idea to have uh, Elon Musk on the phone call to Russia or Ukraine, whatever that was.
hey,
But
I mean, I'm interested to see. Like, I think we're gonna start doing some things differently here. It's
if he's
gonna. I
going to
think
be
it's.
his
I think
boy
we're in for
once
a wild
with
ride in a
Batman,
good way. Yeah, I mean, well, it's good to have a billionaire on your side. I mean, and one that's not like I don't know, too super maniacal, depending on who you ask.
well,
Um,
they're all of them have billionaires on their sides. So
well, sure, but they're not all like Elon Musk per se.
yeah. So was there anything like a Thursday night football?
We did have Thursday night football this week. Who? Let's take a look here. We can take a look and see who played. I know there was a game. I didn't watch it to be honest with you. But let's see. Let's see what's been going on here.
Wait a minute, that one doesn't have Bob Knows Sports. There we go.
Oh yeah, we had
There
That's right. Last night was actually I watched a little bit of this game. It was a good game actually. It was Baltimore Ravens against Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow and the Bengals got beat by one fucking point. 35-34. It was a close one, but it was real good. But my Bills this week. Let's talk about them real quick because that's usually the only people that are important, as the logo shows there. We're going to Indianapolis to take on Old Man Joe Flacco and the Indianapolis Colts. and I'm predicting a steamroll victory here, just like a 31 to 10, 31 to 3 victory. So
And
that's what we'll be going.
is that on a Friday or Saturday or Sunday?
Well, that'll be on Sunday. That's an afternoon game. That is 1 o'clock Eastern time. Eastern time for the people on the right time zone.
Oh, we got
Everybody
your
on the West
microphone
Coast and
burping
Central.
again.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God damn it. Son of a bitch. Here we go. Hang on a sec. See if I can fix this.
Hope this music holds out. And of course, Saturday you have all of the college football games if they're still doing that, and
Oh, yeah, they're still doing college.
baseball season's over. So there's that, and yeah, how about them Cowboys?
Oh, God. They're fucking terrible. I'm pretty sure there was video last week, this past Sunday, of Dak Prescott on the sidelines getting caught saying we fucking suck to a fellow teammate after their most recent loss.
You got to admire their consistency, though, year after year.
Yes, every year they manage to pull off some great upsets when it comes to getting their ass whooped, either missing the playoffs or losing in the playoffs or just not making the playoffs. It's amazing. It's amazing.
But there's no question about it. When the Cowboys lose, there's no doubt it's going to happen from first quarter.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, when they lose, we all win, so it's a great thing because, especially because Jerry Jones, he just, oh man, that white man. If he could run on that field and just, just cotton whip every single one of them players on the field, he would, 100%. But that's not
Jerry
tolerated
Jones
anymore.
and that dementia medication.
He is. It's not a happy camper when they lose, but it is hysterical. But yeah, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens with them. Some people I think are going to be out of a job in a couple of weeks over there in Dallas.
Yeah, you mean when their season ends?
Exactly. Exactly. But I think we're about to go on our four or five game winning streak here. So go Buffalo.
Go Buffalo. Is there a way to the Super Bowl for the Cowboys?
Well, Jesus. Let me see here. I have to look at the record because it's...
Didn't even think there were going to be questions during the Bob Knows Sports section.
Yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't prepared for this. Is a Sunday thing. I don't know what's going on here, but
well, we're trying to kill time. I know.
No, I know. I got you. That's fine. That's fine.
But some folks are running late, and
yeah, no, it's fine. But this Sunday, the Cowboys, they play at their usual 4:30 time on the East Coast here. They're 3-5, so there's about how many games are left? 9 games left, including the one which includes the one they're about to play this Sunday against the Eagles, who are 6-2 and are probably just going to absolutely batter them. It's going to be an upset if the Eagles lose to the Cowboys this week, but geez, they'd have to start winning today. You know what I mean? 9 more games. You'd have to. You can only lose maybe.
There we go.
I mean, well, no, because 5's only going to get you to 8 and 9. Ah, fuck.
So yeah, if they win,
they'd have to win.
Game, if they win every single game, including last week's, they have a chance.
Sure. They pretty much almost have to win out this season here, and then other teams in their division have to absolutely just die basically, and never win another game here on out for the rest of the season for them to do it. Yeah, they're kind of fucked. They're done. They're absolutely done.
You said you brought their schedule up. How many home games do they have left this year?
Let's see. Where are we? So they have 6 home games left, it looks like.
Okay, so my guess is that attendance will fall if they lose Sunday's game. Um,
Yes. Well,
there's
yeah.
absolutely no reason to go see a home game if they lose Sunday.
Probably not. I mean, unless it gets to the point where you absolutely know the season's over and you need something to do with your kid on a Sunday and tickets have dropped down to like, $50 a seat.
Oh, this,
Then you go.
if the
You know
only
what I mean?
reason the Cowboys are playing is to bring somebody else down, and that's your motivation, then yeah, the rest of the season is for you. But
Yeah, I mean, their schedule isn't too forgiving. I mean, they got the Eagles this week next, and then after that they got the Texans, the Commanders, who are just red hot right now. The Giants, they have a good shot of winning because the Giants are just absolute ass. But then the Bengals, are probably going to lose that game. Panthers, they'll probably lose. Bucks, they'll lose. Eagles again, they'll lose, and then the Commanders again, they'll fucking lose at the end of the year. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real
okay,
bad
so
for them.
um, so I guess betting wise, it's almost a safe bet, but it's not going to be a big payout if you're betting against the Cowboys for the rest of the season.
I would assume so. Most likely, they're probably like underdogs, no matter what game every week it looks like they'll probably be. So if you are a betting man, I mean, you're gonna get points for betting on the Cowboys. So depending on how much the spread is, take the points.
Well, okay then. I think Bob Knows Sports worked out pretty well, even all
Sure,
things considered. So,
I guess not too bad. Couple microphone burps, but we're all good.
well, we welcome Cole. Cole, good to see you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. And yeah, rest in peace, Tony Todd. It's
You're
unfortunate.
kidding. When did that
Yeah,
happen?
like 10 minutes ago.
What'd you do to him?
You killed the Candyman.
Oh, goodness, did he die of diabetes?
Uh, God.
Oh, you're not ready for After Dark, are you?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
after dark. Anything goes here.
Mhm.
so sorry for the Candyman. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can whip something up here.
I'm
So,
so sorry for. Oh, go ahead. No,
I
go
don't
ahead.
know. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I have nothing great to contribute. I was just gonna say what's so sad is me watching this Christopher Reeve documentary. He's over here in bed, can't move, tubes in his neck, flailing around, going. It's fucked
Well,
up.
that only happens when the oxygen goes into his lungs. He can't control that, right?
No, well,
And-
yeah, I know that he can't do
So,
anything.
he has to pause as soon as the machine tells him that he needs to inhale. Then he gets excited, talking again.
He's
So,
like a reverse Vader. It's fucking hysterical. Not hysterical. That's so mean. It's great though. It's nice. This is a good documentary. Whoever made this, CNN made this. This was a CNN Studios production. I didn't even know CNN had movie studios. That's how you know they're not real news. They're making entertainment videos. That's fucked up. This is probably propaganda I'm watching.
propaganda.
Yeah. Christopher Reeve propaganda. Telling me how much of a great guy he was. He was probably a real asshole in real life.
Well, the road horses.
Probably
Whatever.
beat his kids.
Oh no, I don't think he's quite being Crosby.
Listen, Trump won. I can say whatever I want now. It doesn't matter.
So,
No, but this
oh,
is a nice documentary.
Yeah.
you're in Costa Rica somewhere. Who did you vote for? The election?
Yeah, I used my 500 Russian votes for Jill
Mm,
Stein, of course.
yes,
Man,
that
you're going
helped Trump in the long run. That
to
took away
five
from Kamala.
votes. 500. Why would you throw away your your vote that you paid so much for on the black market?
No, no, no. Listen, a vote for Jill Stein was a vote for Donald Trump in the long run. It's
Uh,
great.
and a vote
Great.
for
It all
Israel.
worked out. Yeah,
Using that dark web money.
Yeah.
free Israelistine.
Yeah, look, when you deport all the Mexicans again, all right, just don't send any of them here. All right, we have enough. We're trying to bring all the
We
tourists
do.
to this country and make it white. All right.
That
Oh,
I mean,
chock full of
have you not?
expats, is it?
Yeah, have you not read Project 2025? I mean, now he won. Now we don't have to act like it's fake
Well, it sounds
anymore.
like a
Like,
lot of
fine.
people who voted didn't fucking read it either.
Oh no, we all read it. We're just tired of acting like it's fake, and we don't have to. We won. It's over. We got you. Duped us again. Yep. Now there's people having hard times out there right now. It's probably not nice to make light of. People are having absolute meltdowns and crying, and who's getting ready to get thrown in a cage or on a chain gang again. It's
Yeah.
madness out there.
Now's not the time to make fun of them. That's coming up later on in the hour
Yes,
when
we
we
have
talk
something more pressing to talk about.
the
Yeah.
4B
Oh, the
medical
4B movement. Yeah, there we go. Let's
movement.
bring
That's what it's called. Yeah.
yes, the 4B movement. I know Cole's participating, so
Don't even know what that is.
oh,
We'll
my
go
friend,
over
you
that. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
you
believe it or not, it started in South Korea, and the
yeah,
reason it's called the 4Bs is because there are.
Oh wait, right. Yeah, never mind. I just remembered the tweets I read. Yes, okay, yeah. Can I just ask how is that supposed to help when all the women who voted for Trump aren't going to do that? So you're basically just like eliminating future Democrats. That's what you're doing.
pretty much, yes. They're idiots. That's why
Don't let
it's
them know.
failed logic.
Don't let them know.
Failed logic. Well, none of them are going to
Well,
watch this
at least they have
podcast.
one, new route for abortions.
Oh,
Well,
you know what?
yeah, they
The,
just want
the
fun.
numbers are going to go down anyway. Abortion
Yeah,
numbers are going to go down because they're going to stop having raw dog sex.
Well, yeah, especially
yeah.
when that Project 2025 abortion ban goes into effect in like 4 days. You
Mm-hmm.
guys are all fucked. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
mean,
you
it's
gonna
fine.
I
We,
heard,
do
we can
now.
just become gay anyway, and then what are they going to do?
I heard one of them say, "What are you going to do when you have to put on the raincoat?"
I don't know.
Um,
Blow it on her face. Be a man.
we're only going to sleep with men that have respect for us now from now on. Well, that should have
Listen,
been start. You
I
should have
just can't
started.
wait till the porn ban goes into effect, so that way I can, when I jerk off at night, that little old fucking Republican man's gonna pop up in my room and take my phone away from me. He's got another thing coming when he pops in my room.
Oh, he's got a what? Another thing coming?
Oh, another thing coming. Plus me.
All right, almost done.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the North Koreans doing that.
The North Koreans, what did they do?
Their 4B movement.
Oh yeah, the 4B movement. Yeah, they.
They
Uh,
just yeah, just
Oh,
women
no,
aren't
that
gonna
was
fuck
South
anybody.
Koreans, wasn't it?
yeah, well,
Oh,
they, when they got to Russia, yeah, they're on their
whatever.
devices now, looking up all that stuff, right? I
That's
don't know if it's true, but that's what was reported.
Oh, that's right. They were getting hooked on porn over there because they had
And I saw a
better.
clip of like one of them like just watching some girl dancing.
Yeah, because they
Yes,
had like
and I was
unrestricted internet access.
yeah, I was just like, show them the filthy Frank videos, please. Show them the vomit cake videos.
Oh my god, what a fucking wacky time! This is amazing.
Hey,
Can't wait to
everybody
see
say
what
hi to
happens here.
Joker. He's listening in on the radio or whatever he's using.
Oh,
We're
Ooh.
on the
hi
we're on the
Joker.
radio.
Hi, you're gonna get deported soon. Hi.
I think they'll keep him around because he's funny.
Yeah.
So, but man, so have they said what he died of? Old age, pancreatic cancer, anything like that?
Yeah, what happened to Tony
I don't
Todd,
think so.
Cole?
I'll see. Let's see. Let me see if it's released yet.
Was he shown his own reflection in a mirror when he broke into 1,000 pieces and died?
Yeah.
Well,
It's,
on the plus side, all you got to do is say his name 3 times,
5 times.
5 times. Man, that's
Five.
better than
He's
Beetlejuice.
5. Yeah, he's 5. Just in
yeah,
case you're not sure. You get up to
yeah. Then
4 and you could back off on it because you're okay.
What is that?
What the
Yeah,
fuck
no
is? Yeah, what is
cause of
that?
yet, sadly.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Here, what is this? Because we're sending another 6 billion to Ukraine. What are we doing
Oh,
here?
is
Why
that
are
what
these
this is?
colors? Yeah.
Nothing showed up as part of the backgrounds available. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen
Wow.
it, so
Wow. Get this. Put. I'm telling Trump. What is this? Restream. We're getting him out of here. You guys are gonna be sued. He's gonna take you down. He's gonna end you. You and CBS. You guys are about to be gone.
Yeah.
so
It's fitting that he's died now finally, considering all the movies he's been in. It's Candyman, yeah, okay, so that's fitting then. The Crow, okay, yeah, so maybe he died from a bullet. Yeah, Final Destination, okay,
Yeah,
and
I
Night
mean,
of the
he's been
Living
in a
Dead,
lot of horror movies. Yeah,
yeah,
Night of the Living Dead. He's been all over the place. I mean, it's Tony Todd. He's everywhere.
yeah, well, pour some out for the homie and have a swig.
Yeah,
Celebrate the man's life.
that sucks. Now he won't be able to be in that Candyman sequel from the remake in 2020 or 2021 or
I'm
2022.
sure you'll be able to find something he was in on Tubi, so you can celebrate
Oh,
yeah.
thank God.
life that was. That is, So,
Um, less than a month before turning 70, so hey, he passed away at 69. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. That is depression, son.
It
That is
is.
very depressing. I agree. I am depressed because of that.
yes, thank you, Cole.
Yeah.
I'm sure I didn't have to make it, the graphic, but yeah. So, I know he was in Candyman. But what else was he in? That
Oh, he was in Final Destination, like Cole said.
the
Yeah,
first one?
he was in multiple, but the
Yeah,
first
he was in
mainly,
it.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
third, fifth, I believe. But yeah, it was also Joker would like this. He was in some of the Hatchet films. He was in The Crow, Hellfest, as I said, and The Rock. I believe he was also in.
yeah.
He was in the shitty Transformers films. Sadly, Dune,
He,
and
yes.
I believe what was it again? Yeah, right. It was he was in Call of Duty 2. I remember.
Yeah.
What's
He,
the Black
he also made an appearance in an episode of Smallville back in the day.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Oh,
it's on there.
it looks like Tubi has a big list of Tony Todd movies and TV shows.
Oh boy.
Apparently, he was in Changing the Game,
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and Star Trek. I forgot. Yeah, Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. Yeah.
Devil Rue, Travel Night, Dead of the Night,
Yeah.
Inventors, Stoker
Ooh.
Hills, Hellblazers,
Hey.
West of Hell, Wishmaster.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, he was in
Vampire in
Wishmaster?
Vegas,
Ooh.
Falling Away. Wait a minute, hold on. I can do this
Is
better.
Vampire in Vegas the sequel to Vampire in Brooklyn? Just without Eddie Murphy?
I don't know. That would be interesting to see. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick.
Vampire in Vegas. He's gonna get Eddie Murphy, so they got Tony Todd.
Where is it? Nope.
Yeah,
Isn't it? Hold on. Gotta find it now. Add a screen. Select the screen. Tony Todd. There we go. Look at that. Here we go.
Whoa, look at all that.
So now let's go back and cover up Bob.
Oh no.
So yeah, these are the Tony Todd movies. Looks like he was
These
pretty
are the
young.
Tony Todd. Yeah.
He was in Candyman and Candy Corn. Look at that.
Wow. Falling away. Okay.
Final Destination and Final Wish and
Shadow.
Frankenstein. Inside the
Ooh.
Shadow. He was
Oh,
in
there's
Sushi
another
Girl. Lockdown Hunting.
Hatchet 2, Hatchet 1.
Yeah,
Live
Joker really likes the Hatchet films.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, he also said in the server, yeah, he gave him great advice more than a few times.
So yeah, there's plenty of ways to celebrate Tony Todd on Tubi.
Hmm.
Yes, it was a bunch of shit movies,
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
except for
some
the
good
Hatchet
ones.
movie.
yeah. So
Wow.
there you go.
Way to go, Tubi. You're still the best streaming service out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, giving everybody
Nobody compares.
options.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Nobody
been quite a
compares.
lot of like pretty popular black actors that have been passing away this year. You know,
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, they gotta make
yeah,
room for the next ones. Next ones up.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. Like Carl Weathers was like the first
Yeah.
one of the first
Yeah.
ones
We're only
this year.
allowed so many a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we have to, unfortunately kill some off. Like Carl Weathers, James Earl Jones, O.J. Simpson.
Tubi is the best. Exactly. Like
Yeah,
it's not even a thing. You can't even.
Okay, so yeah.
should have been Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he's gonna
Or
live
any number.
forever.
Yeah, it's because he kept eating the pudding pops.
Thank you for getting Tony Todd's head away from me.
Make you feel a little uncomfortable.
It does. Look at him up there. He's smiling because he's dead. Like this. It's so weird. Look at him.
You don't think
All right.
Tuesday had anything to do with it, do you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Huh.
Did he make any veiled threats on Twitter about leaving the country or offing himself or anything like that?
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
Well, I guess only time will tell.
Time will tell.
Poor
Yeah,
Tony.
we'll check on Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What do we want to talk about first?
What do you got? We
Um,
got anything
let's
lined
see.
up?
We got um, we got Nintendo versus Pal World.
Yeah,
We
let's
got
talk about that.
4B, and what else do we got? We got something else. No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Bob knows sports.
Yeah.
That's it. No, that's not it.
Everybody's a Bills fan here now. Look at me.
What
Look at
is
me.
it?
You
What
are
is
the Bills
Google
fans
being
now.
sued by the Russians? And
For what? Mike
Paul
Tyson?
versus Tyson. We
Oh
got
yeah,
that
that's
as
coming
well.
out soon. Yeah.
So we got plenty we can talk about.
You got some goodies. Throw. What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think,
What
Paul?
is Yeah, give us something, Cole. Out of these riveting topics.
Well, I mean, the first one I would love to talk about is just the whole Mike Tyson thing because that thing makes me laugh so much, and how everybody has just forgotten that it's still happening.
Well, so did
Well,
I, because
let's talk about it.
it's been taking forever. Yeah, let's talk about this. I want to
Let's
see this
talk
guy
about
absolutely murder this kid. I mean, like murder him, like an absolute murder being committed.
it. Let's see. OJ nearly played the Terminator. James Cameron said no because, I quote, I'm not convinced of him as a killer. And he proved him wrong. So,
What do you
yeah.
mean? Right? He was proven innocent. Yeah.
Yeah, he proved him wrong. He proved him wrong. That's right. Let's see here. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are urged to make another huge rule change just a week from the
Oh
fight.
God! What
Okay.
now? No punching in the face?
It says here Mike Tyson has been urged to make another major rule change to his upcoming fight with Jake Paul to prove they are not in cahoots over the results. Ever since Jake Paul and Mike Tyson announced that they'd fight, many skeptics have questioned if it'd be a legitimate professional bout. Given the massive age gap, an exhibition clash seems the most likely at first, but both fighters have pushed to make it happen under pro rules. As of
No.
now, that looks to be the case. There won't be any head guards, and they'll use 14-ounce gloves, and
Oh,
knockdowns will be allowed. However, one
oh
rule
boy.
change has been made, moving to 2-minute rounds instead of
Yeah,
3-minute rounds.
yeah, I
And that,
get
of
that.
course,
That's fine.
is what they use for the ladies.
Hmm.
The ladies get the 2-minute rounds. It's not for the men. So,
Nope. But that's all right. Tyson's old. That makes sense.
yeah, that was something Mike asked for, at least according to Jake. Now, the heavyweight boxing legend has been urged to make another rule change by former UFC fighter Brendan Schaub.
Oh God.
Mike Tyson, God bless him, pulled out because of ulcers. It's just tough, he said on the Schaub Show podcast. You want to get people intrigued with this fight, which they can't. They keep trying, but they can't make it bare knuckle. If Jake gets hits with bare knuckles against Mike Tyson, the thing is over because now you're like, are they in cahoots together? Is there a fix going on? So people are questioning whether or not it's a real fight, and I questioned whether or not it was a real fight. There's, if you want to read it for yourself, there it is. Um, but what do you think? Would that rule change make it better for you
I
guys?
mean, I guess. I don't know if it makes it better, but I mean, the 2 minutes in that shit is fine. And I guess if you want to use lighter gloves, that's fine. But I really expect Mike Tyson to beat the shit out of this kid.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's somebody was speculating that there was a thing in the contract that if he knocks him out in the first round, he gets less money.
Probably.
So I don't know if that's true. I haven't verified that at all.
But he should absolutely be murdering this kid. Shouldn't even be a contest, to be honest.
Cole,
Yeah,
what are you feeling about this?
I still don't care. Uh, like anybody who has ever bought tickets to see these scam artist fights between YouTubers and the Paul brothers and KSI and everyone, you're a
Hmm.
moron and you deserve to go broke. Unless of course you pirate it and then launch it with your friends and laugh at it, then cool. But as for this fight, though, yeah, my excitement level is still zero. Besides seeing the highlights after, where we'll either meme on the Paul here for getting destroyed and bloodied, just like his last fights. Besides the ones against, of course, washed up fighters where they were obviously paid off, or he'll beat the shit out of an elderly man, you know. But most likely, it will
Mike
probably
Tyson's
be
still
like
pretty
a graceful.
elderly.
It'll probably be a graceful loss, and he'll like fall down like a sack of potatoes because this is so clearly scripted, more than likely. And then he'll try to make it to WWE, and then we'll see the most another one of the most cancerous
Oh
tag teams,
God,
and then we're going to
no,
see the Samoan brothers and the Paul brothers both holding
no,
the tag titles at WrestleMania, fighting each other to unify them. Yeah, that will be fantastic.
no, no.
It's going to become the SWE, the Samoan
Hmm.
Wrestling Entertainment. Is what that's going to happen there.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the next one they're getting.
Oh, that guy looks tubby. I mean, he doesn't look like his other brothers or cousins.
That's all right.
The newest, they just hired another Samoan, uh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
NOI
yeah.
or whatever the name is.
Yeah, I should just say I have like 0.002% like ancestry of like related to them by blood, and then they'll give me a contract.
Well, Elizabeth Warren is more Samoan than you are.
Yes.
So, so yeah, yeah. I think Paul, Jake Paul, that is specifically, is going. This is going to be his last fight as a professional boxer, and he's going to move on to something different. I think maybe, just maybe, he might try a UFC bout. Who knows?
Wow.
I
I
Yeah,
don't
hope
really
not.
follow the Jake Paul, so
yeah. I mean, you should remove professional from that though.
well, just because he's in the professional leagues doesn't mean that he's a professional.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the whole sport isn't at this point. It's so dead.
Yeah, no.
But they're having trouble selling tickets is the big issue.
Sure. Nobody cares about boxing anymore.
Yeah,
To be honest, really, the only people that care about boxing are and that watch it are the ones that are going and participating and watching the creator clashes and that shit. That's the only time boxing's really talked about.
Yeah, and that's really sad and funny at the same time.
Yes.
I mean, I think the last like KO punch for boxing was when they completely screwed over Pacquiao. That one kid he clearly beat just because it was in his hometown.
see, Paul. I'm reading something else about it here.
No, yeah, it's just stupid. Though. It's just absolutely
Yeah,
dumb.
it's as stupid as Floyd Mayweather's record. Who takes
Yeah.
that seriously?
Let's see. Jake Paul took down Tyrone Woodley.
Yeah,
I don't know who
pretty
that
sure
guy
that dude was a
is.
football player.
Yeah, these guys sound like created wrestlers.
Yeah, it's
And he was probably like 40 something.
I just don't know. I didn't know Jake Paul was boxing until this match was announced, and I didn't know there was a Jake Paul until somebody said, "Yeah, his brother's about to announce it.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to fight."
Yeah,
So
yeah. People keep getting them mixed up or think they're the same person. It's funny. They like the in response. I read tweets saying he's the same person who filmed that boy in Japan. Now you're all gonna buy tickets. I'm just like wrong one.
oh yeah, that was his wrestling brother who it's like, look
Yeah,
at the dead look at the dead Chinese
yeah.
guy. You're in
God,
Japan, buddy. You're in
yeah,
Japan, pal.
Yeah.
yeah. I still love that photo of him and AJ Styles together, and then some guy quote tweeted it saying, two wrestlers who are very well known for their work in Japan."
That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't see that though. But are you looking forward to the matches? The Jake Paul fight with Tyson? Let me know in the comments below. And what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah.
Should you buy Netflix for the fight, or are
No.
you just going to wait until Raw is on Netflix in
Pirate that
January?
shit.
Hey, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Whoa,
Scooby's
hey
in the middle
now,
of the
back
game.
there.
Scooby's in the middle of a game, so he'll he's going to be calling out the shots today.
No, but I am excited to see the fight though. I just hope it's a real fight. That's all.
As opposed to a fake fight. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't want to stay up till, you know, I'm sure this is going to be the main event of like a fucking 15 card fucking boxing match.
Listen, in his prime, he couldn't do 10 rounds. So I doubt. Uh, I doubt Tyson's going to go three.
Hmm.
If it's
Probably not,
legitimate,
but
it's going 45 seconds.
yeah.
If it's not legitimate, it's going two and a half.
Yeah, like if this was actually a legitimate fight, which I have my doubts, it's basically going to go how like a butterbean fight would go.
Hmm. I miss Butterbean. He murdered people.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
at least they got him back into shape. He said he wants to do one
Hmm.
more fight.
Oh God, no,
Butterbean's not dead, though, is he?
no.
Yeah, I mean, it was close to dead, and then DDP helped him out.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did the
yeah.
DDP yoga and came back to life.
Yeah,
That man is making yoga look like miracle juice.
yeah,
Apparently, it is.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
glad he was elected into the inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame for ending Mark Gunn's career. That was great.
You just, there should be like an unaffiliated, uh, there should be a non-affiliated wrestlers Hall of Fame that's a nonprofit organization that recognize all wrestlers, you know, of of varying popularities, but great talents.
Hmm.
Doesn't the NWA have that?
Mm, no, they're affiliated with the NWA. So,
I mean, the closest to that, I think, is some Hall of Fames in Canada for it, but that's about it.
what do you think about that WWE ID thing they got going on there, Cole?
Uh, what ID thing? I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't know about this?
No, not
Oh.
necessarily.
Okay, WWE ID stands for World Wrestling Entertainment Independent Development. So, what
Yeah.
they're doing is that they're labeling these schools, certain schools, like Booker T's school and, oh, what's his name? the Kingslayer. What's his name? He used to have a championship.
Jon Snow.
No, no, the Mexican with the white guy's name.
Mexican with the white guy's name.
Yeah, he's married to the redhead. What? Oh, I can't believe I'm having such a brain
Oh,
seizure right now.
Super,
Seth
maybe?
Rollins. There
Oh,
we
Seth
go.
Rollins. I
Yeah, he's
didn't know
got a
he was
school in
Mexican.
like Indiana or something like that, and his school is part of that. And what's going on is that these schools are being labeled as WWE ID. So if you go to those schools, there's an opportunity for you to get showcased by or selected by the WWE.
Very
And
nice.
I'm guessing you signed some kind of contract if you become affiliated with that, and
yeah,
you can only wrestle in places that they agree you can wrestle at.
yeah.
So basically, what they're doing is they're tying up uh,
Mm-hmm.
young talent that can't go anywhere else.
Locking them to ludicrous contracts and with their name rights and everything. Yeah, like sort of like a honeypot. Yeah, and the chances of them actually making it, no matter how hard they work, is about the same
Yeah,
chances that any of the Chinese wrestlers had when they did that. Did any of them make it? I mean, there was that one guy who was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. Yeah, that was anything else.
there's if you remember the early NXT when it was a competition, you had thousands of people trying out, and then those thousands of people were whittled down to 20 of them, and then those 20 were whittled down to two people, and those two people got taken to the main roster, jobbed out for about a year, and then faded into obscurity.
Yeah.
Um, so it's not like they get to use that you're gonna it even if you make it to the big time, it doesn't mean you're gonna stay there. You know, um, they run through a lot of people. They a lot of people. They run through a lot of people. This WWE thing, but what it does do is it cuts into any of the enhancement talent that AEW may want to use while they're going around the world touring and using local enhancement talent. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't use this guy because he's under contract with the WWE. Now it's a developmental contract, so they're not actually paying him anything, but this guy's actually paying to go to the school that says that he may get a chance to be there, and part of that is that he can't wrestle for you.
Yeah,
You got to pay to be at a wrestling school, okay? So if you're paying to be at a wrestling school, they're just guaranteeing that Booker T and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins and whoever else they got in this are making tons of money from these kids that want to be wrestlers. You know, it's almost worse than when well, I don't know if it's almost worse than that, but they have a history of abusing people.
yeah. It's
Like,
always fun, watching what they'll do next because this is just the last 100 or 200 years of pro wrestling. Yeah, where they're just run like circus animals and find the cheapest ways possible to employ them. Yeah,
hmm
without killing them. Yeah.
let's see, when they went out to England to run NXT UK, they said it was going to be great for everybody out there, and it wasn't. And they killed like two or three wrestling schools and wrestling promotions and
Yeah,
things like
the,
that.
like honestly, British wrestling at that time was at a super high, and they just abolished it with that. It's so sad,
hmm
and all those talents, even the ones that eventually made it to WWE, wasted like 7 or 6 good prime years stuck there, like Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate and Dragunov and others, and
Yeah,
Gunther. It's like really unfortunate. Yeah, but I'm not surprised. Uh,
yeah. Well,
I
at
also,
least Gunther lost some weight.
yeah. I
Yes,
mean, I
that's
also
the only
remember,
positive.
yeah, when they sent Cassius Ono there as well. That was the saddest thing ever. It's like the guy's literally having on his second run again, like the best matches in NXT. Is literally making every wrestler there look like a star, and including that
hmm
P Ward Velveteen Dream, and they're just like, Yeah, obviously he's the problem. Yeah, just go be a heel in NXT UK. Yeah, you're clearly the one getting carried. And then yeah, we'll just release you. We'll never call you up.
Yeah, well, at least now he's working backstage somewhere, and he doesn't have to worry about working out or
Hmm.
wearing that stupid shirt while
Oh,
he's
that was the
wrestling.
worst thing ever.
That's you know what? That's how I enter a swimming pool. Okay, you got to
That's
Wow.
how I do too.
yeah, you got to put on a shirt to cover yourself up, man. But if you're gonna go out there
Mhm.
doing the flippy doos and things like that, you gotta not have the shirt. There's some jobs where you got to be shirtless, and that's one of them.
That's right.
Look at some of the greats were big fat asses. You know what I mean? Like Dusty Rhodes, Adrian Street, Adrian Adonis,
Hmm.
all kinds of heavy guys.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
and
I'm glad Hal Haystacks Calhoun wore actual real life clothing. I don't think he changed before he
Yes.
went in the ring,
hmm
No, probably
which
not.
was a good thing. Yeah.
yeah, and then you wonder why don't we have like almost any of those right now? Let's see. We did for the last like over 10 years. We had some of the best, like Killian Dane and Keith Lee, but then Vince decided, how do I ruin these guys in just the worst way possible? So it's like if you pay me to try to book them as poorly as possible, I still have done as good of a job.
So weird.
Yeah, Vince did fuck up Keith Lee.
Yeah, I don't know how you screw up Keith Lee. That is insane. He should be like a 5-time world champ by now.
Well, there's a second way to screw him up, and that's to let him do his own thing and get hurt.
Yep, COVID. Yeah,
So you can run him during COVID, and I think there were some that they knew they failed the tests and they still let him
Hmm.
wrestle anyway. So, thanks WWE. Yeah, one of the people they did was they did that to. I think it was Goldberg. Goldberg when he was wrestling the what is that guy's name? Oh yeah, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, who stayed home most of the time so that he could take care of his elderly family and his parents. Right? They they
Yeah.
let they let they let COVID riddled Goldberg wrestle him, and then didn't tell him.
Hmm.
Obviously he wouldn't have done it if he wouldn't have wrestled him if he knew he had COVID. But they did that and then sent him back home to his family, which included the sickly grandparents.
Is that it's kind of like when the Undertaker fought Randy Orton and his dad, Cowboy Bob Orton, in a Hell in a Cell, and Cowboy Bob got busted open real bad and was bleeding everywhere and all over the Undertaker, and nobody told the Undertaker they had Hep C.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, needless to say, the Undertaker was pissed.
These
yeah,
guys are, it's kind of like anybody who wrestled with Abdullah the Butcher while he was still
Mm,
wrestling.
oh yeah. How is
yeah, they
that
got all
guy
sorts of
still
shit.
alive? How has he
I have
made
no
it to
clue.
84? I want to know.
I don't know. I
Mm.
don't know, but I do know this. A lot of times, nobody gave him permission to juice them, but he did it anyway.
Hmm.
I mean, he had the best finisher in the industry, given the hepatitis C. Shut down their kid.
He was out there murdering people.
Yeah,
We've got another infection, folks.
Hmm.
oh, he's like the plague. Uh,
He was literally the Black Death.
yeah,
Jeez,
God.
that is
Unreal.
terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hope at
Fat
least
fuck.
Triple H doesn't, I guess, ruin some of these guys like Vince did. Like, man, they're allowing them. I
Mm.
can see they're allowing them a bit more to be a bit more athletic, like they are. Like I remember, like again in those like 10 years with Vince and longer, like they would get angry when big wrestlers like did things that are like too athletic because it like makes it look cheap, I guess, or unrealistic,
Hmm.
like indie like if they, they let like Brody Lee do so many Coronas and stuff, or they let Big Show do that somersault. But I guess they're going easier on it now with some of the things they've been allowing.
They got a lot of high flyers in their tag teams as well. All of a
Oh
sudden,
yeah.
just out of the blue, it's like they were just the WWE's been inspired some way,
Hmm.
some reason to let high flying tag teams,
Hmm.
be a little bit successful and be seen.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Who'd have
almost like
thunk it?
those tag teams they were inspired by, all like 100 of them were in their system at one point 10 years ago in NXT, and literally put on the best tag team matches of all time, but then just turned every single one of them into jobbers or separated them on the main roster. Wow,
Well,
wonder
shit,
why.
can we just talk about that? The fact that, unless I'm just high and I don't remember right, but the Motor City Machine Guns are in WWE.
Yes, yes, they are.
Oh wow, that's
Um,
crazy. It's amazing, but it's crazy.
well, there's they're throwing a lot of money at them, and
Sure.
that's what happened with Stephanie Vacour is that they threw a lot of money at her, and she just played both sides and got the best deal possible for her.
Hmm.
And that meant when she signed with the WWE that she could no longer honor the contract she had with CMLL or whoever it was, and she was still holding a title at the time.
Oh boy.
And so she wound up having to they wound up having to strip the title from her. And within a week, she showed up at a house show in Mexico City, run by the WWE. So yeah, the the best development system for the WWE right now is AEW.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
every time they highlight somebody from the Indies or from Mexico or from someplace else that does a really fine job on TV, if they are not under contract when they do that, they take them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also give AEW credit here throughout the years. Like, the one thing I wanted to see, even though I knew it would never happen, what I wanted to see WWE do was at least like what AEW has been doing with like these dark matches or whatever you call them and other things, just like bringing in talent that like aren't like permanent like roster spots, but have like some connections or some popularity, like or like are part of like long line of wrestlers like the Von Erichs, his sons, and have cool
Hmm.
matches like that with storylines, hinting at the past. Like I've always wanted to see that, and also sorry, what's the name of that guy again who like also passed away? Like the one guy who was like really crazy, that one wrestler who was like got a bunch of injuries, almost paralyzed in like a crash at one point. Trying to remember his name. It's like it was the one guy who like passed away, and then Vince did like an interview with his widow 24 hours later.
Ooh, I didn't see that. I don't know. I wasn't watching during that time period.
Do you remember? It was God, I'm trying to remember. It was
You're not talking about Brian Pillman, are you?
I think I am actually Brian Pillman. Uh, was I? Yeah, Brian Pillman. Yeah, him. Yeah, again, also brought in his son, didn't they? And yeah, like I
Hmm.
wanted stuff like that. It's just they were never going to. It's like the closest they got to it was like a Steamboat son who then injured his back and retired.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for temporary, storylines like that, just cool stuff like that. And at least
Well,
AEW has.
WWE has him now. They took him from AEW.
Oh yeah.
They took Flying Brian Pillman Jr., but they still haven't picked up on Benoit Jr. So there's,
I wonder if that guy will ever wrestle. Jesus.
I think he is
God, I
wrestling
hope
some
not.
places.
Oh
I don't.
no.
Yeah, Chris Benoit Jr. is out
If I
there.
ever see him on WWE TV, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
That'd be hysterical.
Yeah.
They need him to do. He needs to come out and do a match on AEW so that they can come get him and take him. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. So I give AEW credit though for at least doing that cool stuff that the WWE would never do.
Yeah, or at least they wouldn't do it until they had an opportunity to stick it to him. I mean, they took
Hmm.
Brian Pillman Jr. and they've given him some sort of weird facial hair and new gimmick, so they're not even playing into the Brian Pillman aspect of it. Um, but he's on NXT right now, along with all of the others that are not worthy of the main roster. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Wait, did they
Other
change his name
150.
or something? Did they change
they
his
did,
ring name? Oh my
yeah, they
god.
did.
Lexus King. What is this gimmick? Like I understand, like unlike the indie scene in AEW, like you want to maybe not just like have your gimmick be like who like your father was and stuff, but
Hmm.
with what Brian Pillman did though, it would actually work in this one time if you just stuck to what he was doing in AEW, but of course not. Yeah.
They might be able to make it work if this whole Lexus King thing goes for a little while, and then he's like decides to be a sort of what do you call that? An anti-establishment dude. This is not who
Hmm.
I am. This is not who I wanted to be. You're trying to make me somebody other than I am. I'm Brian frickin' Pillman Jr., baby. And then goes
Yeah.
back to the mullet and does that whole thing and becomes like a kind of Steve Austin type of attitude. And
Hmm.
that may
That'd
work
work.
to
Yeah.
bring it all out.
Yeah. Well, if they do that, that would be cool, but I'm not gonna hold my breath because yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they just never use their history, and I don't get it. That's why you'll
Mhm.
only see that stuff in AEW or never. It's just like for some reason, despite their long history that they could creatively play with for storylines and bringing in wrestlers, they never want to do it. Like they could have done that with Jinder Mahal to actually make it cool, like
Oh
bring up him
no.
being a jobber as like an underdog story. But no, just make him a rich Indian heel, and that's totally gonna win over the middle lower class Indian market. Yeah, good
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
Now, AEW's taken the Hurt business and turned it into the Hurt Syndicate, and they've bullied their way to the top rung pretty quickly, and it's just the two. I mean, MVP's there, but he's not wrestling; he's doing the whole coach thing. So it's just Bobby Lashley and that other guy.
That other guy.
Names are failing me right now. Names are failing me. So
The tall guy, or
Shelton Benjamin, that's who it was.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
they
how
he
out of his prime is he?
no, he's actually doing pretty good. He did 15
He's,
minutes of nonstop for a while, barely
Yeah,
wow,
he's
broke
in
a
great shape.
sweat, and
damn, he's almost 50. Wow.
yeah, he
Yeah, he'd
went.
take
I
him all
think he
day.
went toe to toe and took down Ricochet. So there was a lot of high flying action he was able to participate in. You know, he was mostly a jungle gym, but it works.
Hmm.
So and then
Yeah.
he got in there his impression of oh man, who's the guy with Suplex City? I keep forgetting names.
Oh, wait, Lesnar, you mean, or
Yes,
someone
Brock
else?
Lesnar. He started just hitting suplex after
Hmm.
suplex after suplex, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if that's for you,
Hmm.
But maybe but he is like you said, he's in his 50s, so maybe he can't do the high flying stuff like you would want to, But he's still pretty spry,
Wow.
the
I mean,
Shelton
that's
Benjamin.
yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Again, too bad he couldn't stay in WWE though for longer. He could have been Kurt Angle's second son.
Wow.
Hmm. Hmm. Looked more like him.
Poor Shelton
I
Benjamin.
don't know. Poor Shelton Benjamin. Do you realize
Hmm.
the contract they signed? He is not poor Shelton Benjamin. He's doing well, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah. I remember when it almost didn't happen when he almost returned one time because he was supposed to return like over a year earlier, but he got injured, so they canceled it. But then
Yeah.
Jason Jordan then like retired, so they're like, okay, come back in.
Well, that's a lot of how Tony Khan does things. I mean, he has basically got everybody on this Ferris wheel. And if you are not in your prime or you're not ready or you're injured when your slot comes up, you have to wait for it to come back around.
Hmm.
So, a lot of people, what was it? What's her name was out for a year. I know she wasn't completely injured for that full time period, but she had to wait and wait and wait.
What you mean? You talking about Paige or Sasha Banks or who?
I'm talking about what is her name? What is her name? She just returned. She was former champion. Um,
Oh,
she's a,
Julia Hart.
no, she's a redhead now. Julia Hart's out. She
Uh,
is
Trish
out of
Stratus?
commission for a while. What's that?
Trish Stratus?
No, 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 no.
well, I'm just looking up. I'm looking it up on Google to see. Just reading off the names. Anna Jay, Jamie Hayter.
That's the one, Jamie Hayter. Yeah, she was out for a full year.
Hmm.
And then when they brought her back, it was just for like a quick spot in London. And she's not even in the title picture for anything because you can check it out right there. The champions uh, would be decimated if she was to partake in that. So
Hmm.
it would not be believable for her to lose to Sasha Banks.
True.
Jamie Hayter. So there's that. You happen to have any of favorite AEW wrestlers there, Cole?
Favorites. I mean, I haven't watched this or WWE in a little while, so I don't know like if any of them have been like swapping companies now. But I mean, I still like Orange Cassidy, of course, if he's still there, not injured. Like
No,
Kenny
he's
Omega. Okay,
Kenny
so he's
Omega's
out.
out,
Omega. Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
but he's gotten better, and now he's doing Japan. So
Cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, a little disappointed that Pac just like hasn't really reached his potential fully. Unfortunate.
uh, the bastard pack. Yeah,
Yeah. And I used to see Jay Lethal still going. I guess I don't know if he's in AEW, but
yeah, he's still in AEW.
That's
I
awesome.
don't know if they've moved him off to the side. Um, I think the ROH experiment should be just about over. Uh,
Oh
hmm
no, don't go.
they just can't find TV for it on its own by itself. And
No
the
kidding.
only way they're going to be able to bring it to TV is if they rebrand it AEW's
Hmm.
ROH. And since it's not affiliated with it, since they're keeping it literally as a true brand split, um, a good portion of who's working down there doesn't get actual TV time.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so you when they come up after having much success in Ring of Honor, and there are the Ring of Honor fans, and there are those that still subscribe to the Honor Club thing and watch it every week, through the app and things like that. And those fans know these people by heart, and they know them as their champions and their storylines and everything else. But when you get a Lee Moriarty to come up, and he's got that pure championship title belt with him, he just looks like a jobber, and he comes off
Hmm.
as a jobber, and it's not really doing anything for him.
hmm
So I think
yeah,
it's about time to call it quits on that.
probably yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, has has Big Show wrestled much in AEW after that one time, or not really? No.
No, no, no. He's now regulated to being the authority figure of Ring of Honor.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
nice.
he shows up less often than the Rock's niece does on her daughter on NXT.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
gets fucking 100 million a year.
Yeah, I still just find it really interesting how he's the only guy to win just the ECW, WCW, and both WWE titles at that time in
Wow.
history, and like almost nobody brings it up or
Mhm.
realizes.
I don't think anybody cares, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, like two or three of those were probably for like 5 minutes. It's like Andre the Giant.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but Google got sued.
I did not know that. Who
You did not
sued
know
Google
Oh,
then?
got
you mean by
sued
Russia?
by Russia.
Oh
By
yeah, that's gonna go so well for Russia. I would be so scared if I was Google.
um,
What did they sue Google
Russia
for?
fines Google $20 decillion. That's
Oh boy.
20 billion trillion dollars. And that's one way of handling the deficit of a war.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is hilarious. Like,
Yeah,
how long would this lawsuit actually take if they went to court? And would they actually
well,
expect to get a single dollar from them at any point in time, even if they won?
they've already won. They've already taken them to court. This was back in 2022
Yep.
that they found them guilty, and then this is just the accumulation of the fines and the fees and of what they did for them. Uh, it says here a Russian court has fined Google 20 decillion for allegedly blocking pro-Kremlin propaganda on YouTube. The fine, which is the equivalent of 20 billion trillion, is the result of 4 years of accumulated fines, with the figure currently doubling every week under Russian law. The original penalty of 100,000 rubles was handed down to U.S. tech giant in 2020 after the media outlets Tsargrad and Ryazan won lawsuits related to restrictions on their YouTube channels. State run news site RBC, which first reported the massive fines on Tuesday, said Google also banned other media outlets in 2022 due to their support of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, resulting in further fines.
Oh, nice. Yes. And then are they expecting to get any money from this? So
I don't, it's definitely a symbolic win.
it's going to be like Trump expecting to get the money from Mexico.
Yes, yes, he's got about as much chance there. Um,
Yeah. Uh, yeah. This is really funny to read. Because I didn't realize it already happened. I thought this was new. Okay.
that's hilarious. I mean, if it's doubling uh, every week under Russian law, by the time this story was written and read by us, it's already probably doubled that. So it's 40 decillion, and then it'll be 80 decillion, and then it'll be 120 decillion. No,
Yeah.
that's 160
Hmm.
decillion. There we go.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
can't even
honestly,
do
I
the
think
math.
I think Google is just doing Russia a service, honestly, because if they didn't do this, then I think they would just be exposed for more stuff.
I
But
think probably we'll hear it again when Google is fined one Google by the Russian government.
or they'll be like, "We own the site now. Give it to us."
You have forfeited your site to us. We will now run your country's search engines. Thank you.
What would they call it?
Google Truth, where you hear
Duh.
the real truth, comrade.
Yeah.
I don't even know what accent that is. What do you think, Bob? Awesome.
Is he smoking his bowl?
Bob has gone to the restroom. Bob, you there? No?
You need to make like a custom song where it's like an intermission thing, like Braves with his dogs, but it's Bob smoking the bowl.
I need to have one that says break time. and then we come back later on after we go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and should have like little skits from your from the animated films you made that plays on like an old like a drive-in theater screen, like so it's like commercials from there. Mission time, folks.
You mean with real audio on playing, so that people can actually watch the shows, or just like on the screen with the drive-in theater kind of look, and with
Yeah,
some other kind of intermission music going
yeah,
on?
that like that sort of.
You back, Bob? Nope, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, what this kind of reminded me of though, this story. It's off topic, but yeah, there was like this. I remember watching a video about it before, but there was like I forgot the name of him. I'll try to like look him up. But there was like this gay. Yes, I believe his name is like Zelim Bakiv or whatever. I have butchered the pronunciation, but yeah, he was like a gay singer in Russia, like a
They have those?
yeah, and he was gaining popularity and stuff, and then he was like walking on the street one time, and then like a car, pulled up, and they put him in there, and then people were wondering his whereabouts, and they figured they like took him to the
Gulag.
labor. Yeah, the gulag. Sorry, what do you call them again? The what they do with the North Korean citizens again? They send them to the do hard labor until he dies or ordered to be murdered. Which is what happened. I don't know the details of it. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but they just have his death date on August 8th, 2017. So who knows? That might have been the date when he gone missing. I have no clue. But yeah, during that time though, when everybody was talking about it, then on the internet they released like a few YouTube videos with him where he's like, "Hey, I moved to like Siberia or whatever, Ukraine, wherever it was. I found a new passion for my life. I'm going to be taking a long, long break. You might not see me in the spotlight again." And then another video where he's just like dancing and smoking and stuff. And in this room that looks like he's bruised and like held at gunpoint, scared, and with Russian furniture. And then everybody did an IP check, and yeah, it was posted in Russia still. Right beside the place where they do like labor camps. So yeah, he was probably dead at that point when they uploaded it. Did it in advance.
That is insane.
Yep.
But man, nobody does propaganda like Russia.
Yeah. Oh, it is hilarious. I love it. And China propaganda. It's the best. But yeah,
They are
if you want
treating me fine. I am well fed. My kidneys, not so much.
is Bob back?
Bob, are you back? Well, I hope you didn't stroke out.
Oh no.
My wife just called me rude. It's after dark, honey. Zelim Bakev. That was the guy's name? Yeah.
Yep, that's his name. You can look it up.
Yeah. I think we're good without it. Let's go back over here. So, yeah. There's that. So,
Mhm.
now, the last thing I think I wanted to talk about was the Pal World situation. Um, you familiar with Pal World, the game?
Yes, I'm familiar with it. I never played it, but I've seen other people playing it. Yeah, I heard about like the legal troubles Nintendo,
Hmm.
had with it.
Yeah, I got some screen captures here from a video put out by Cult of Fish, but I'm going to read you a little bit from The Verge. Shortly after the launch of Pal World, Nintendo released a statement saying that it was aware of Pal World and would be investigating claims that the game ripped off Pokemon's designs and other elements of Nintendo's monster catching games. The suit led to delay of Palworld's Japanese PS5 launch, but hasn't stopped the development of mobile port of the game licensed by PUBG Mobile and publisher Krafton. To close the announcement, Pocket Bear said, "We will continue to." Oh, wait, I'll read that part later. Um, but the Pal World developer has revealed the patents at the center of the infringement lawsuit Nintendo and the Pokemon Company filed in Japan back in September. Did Bob fall asleep?
I don't know,
Or
maybe
you?
Kamala knocked on his door.
Yeah, I think he fell asleep. I think we can hear him snoring.
Copycat.
You hear that?
Yep.
I'm going to turn him up a little bit. Jeez, yeah, he's out cold. Oh my goodness, he is
Hope
just
he's
out.
dreaming about the new wall.
If I can get him to wake up by sending him a Discord message.
Or play some like Sonic ear rape music.
Let's see. What should we do? There in the chat, what should we do? Should we wake up Bob or should we let him sleep? There's six of
See,
you watching out there. Let us know in the comments what you want us to do. Do
I
we
mean, would
play some loud music or do
yeah,
we just listen to him uh,
I mean,
snore?
would playing like a Kamala speech keep him asleep, or would that wake him up, or would playing a Trump
He would just
speech
think
wake
it's a
him up?
bad dream.
Uh,
So basically, the Pokemon Company cites three Japanese patents: number 7545191, 7493117, and 752390. Uh, they appear to describe Pokemon style activities, with 191 focused on the act of throwing a ball at a character in a field, and 117 tied to aiming, and 360 writing on characters. We'll have to dig more deeply into the original Japanese patent language and the Japanese patent law to understand how strong these patents might be in the lawsuit, however. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company's lawsuits landed 9 months after Pal World launched and broke Steam records and racked up an impressive 12 million copies sold within its first month. So if we are to look here, looky loo, um, let's see if we can get to the patents here. Yeah, those are the three patents and the times that they patented them. Okay, so basically, uh, there were patents applied for on February 5th, February 26th, March 5th, and July 30th. And those were approved in July 26th, May 22nd, and August 27th. After which, that's when Nintendo decided they were going to sue the people that run Pal World, Peach Pear, whatever their name is. So the game was already out, which took years and years of development. So these mechanics were in place years before, and they sued them for breaching their patents that they developed after the games were out. Does that make any sense?
yep, that makes sense.
I mean, from a financial standpoint, yeah, it makes sense. But, from a legal standpoint, at least in America, you're SOL, aren't you? If it's already out there,
Yep.
as to provide a game program, game system, game device, and game processing method that can cause a player character to perform various types of actions on a field of virtual space. Solution. In first mode, the aiming direction in the virtual space is determined based on a second operational input, and the player character is caused to fire an item that affects a field character arranged. I'm definitely putting Bob back to sleep. Arranged on a virtual space. So I'm guessing if you shoot any type of gun, you're infringing on a patent that Nintendo just filed,
Mhm.
and program system game device processing method. Controlling the output signal based on the game process involved an additional visual form information provided in the game, overlay or simulated a heads up display, a HUD, or displaying a laser sight in shooting games using indicators or showing the condition of a game character on screen for tagging other characters' objects. So I guess if you're playing Fortnite, there's a chance they could lock in on that
Yeah.
in Japan. Uh, I mean, it's just, oh, look at that. Simulating properties, behavior, or motion of objects in the game world. Example, computing type load in a car racing game used to using determination of contact between game characters or objects to avoid collision between virtual racing cars. Yay! They're gonna be able to sue everybody. Oh, Bob, did you wake up? Good morning, Bob. Good morning. You are awake? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, I was about to play the fucking emergency tornado warning sound.
That is hilarious. I think he's
Yeah, I'm
still out
sorry
there.
this put you to sleep. I don't blame you.
Yes, Bob.
No, he
Bob.
didn't put me to sleep. No, no, no. Some nighttime meds that they're feeding me over here at Arkham.
Uh,
Sleepy time.
They've got him on that juice that they got in the Penguin movie. What's it called? Bliss. Yeah, he's on
Yeah,
Bliss. Next time we hear a
yeah.
snore, though,
Damn it, was I snoring?
yes, you were.
Fuck. I'm a snorer.
yeah.
I
Confirmed.
said, "What do you think, Bob?" And all we heard was,
At least I responded.
You the better answering than Kamala.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit, my bad. Let's pull the fucking. I feel like, God, what's his name? Warren. I feel like Warren. I'm just fucking having like a narcolepsy fit just here in the middle of the fucking show.
"Wish we would have
Yeah,
kept track of when that happened."
it's like
Yeah, so
waking
do
up.
I. Last I remember, you were talking about, fuck, I can't even remember what we were talking about. You were talking about something.
I think they're talking about Russia, the
Might have been,
Google.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it all went downhill for me.
Yes, we
Yeah,
talk
it's
right.
fine. You didn't miss much. Just yeah, we were talking about how they expect to get 20 whatever, and they never will. And then we moved over to this Power World topic, and then you woke up.
Oh, well, yeah, Disney, they're fucking lame. No, they shouldn't do that to Pale World or anybody else who has similar mechanics in game. So fucking
That's
gay.
well, they've just patented every single game mechanic on Earth,
Yeah,
and so now they can sue anybody.
stupid.
And apparently, the Japanese courts find validity in what they're saying because
Of
they
course
let
they
this
do.
go on. You know,
Yeah, I don't give a shit. We're going
so
out for sushi,
Yeah, I feel like you're about to pass out any moment again. So
probably. Gotta get all my
probably
racist quips in now.
get them in now while you can. Yeah.
yeah,
Where's that hat at, honey? The one we got. We're talking about Pal World and Japan. So I need the rice patty hat.
Yeah, Jabbity jab jabs.
yeah.
Yeah, they have rice patties in those Japanese movies, don't they?
Sure.
Yeah. Here we go. Here it is, right there.
Nice. Does that protect you from COVID?
Only if somebody's sick who's taller than me.
Mm,
So yeah, we got this at the state fair. Yeah, it was at the state fair. Uh, I don't know if it was at the Japanese Gardens or just outside of the Japanese Gardens, but yeah.
Hmm.
And of course, that made me want to be Raiden for Halloween.
nice. Okay, so you didn't beat up some like old rice farmer to get it.
No, 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 absolutely not. No, I paid good
That's
yen.
too bad.
So there we are. Yeah. So Bob, do you think Nintendo's going too far with all this
Uh,
mess?
yeah, I think they should leave Pell World alone. I love that game. It's really fun, but I don't think that you could really. I don't know who signed off on that to okay them to give them the right to sue people that use throwing, riding, jump. Like they own. You're right. They own all the games ever that have any sort of mechanic similar. Dumb, dumb.
Yeah.
When I was young, they called those things downers, and we would counter them by taking uppers.
Yeah, this is a downer, man. Like they're fucking everything up.
Yeah. Just insane. How
That's awesome.
everything is just copyrighted now. It's like, Remedy brought out a new logo and it has an R in it for Remedy. That's our thing though. We're Rockstar. You can't use the letter R anymore.
Oh God.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Speaking of ridiculous, what a great segue that makes. Some people decided they wanted to be ridiculous after about midnight on Tuesday.
Uh, God.
Oh, what were they doing that was so ridiculous?
They were having fits, I believe. You
Oh,
know,
oh,
where is it? Where'd it go?
oh.
Huh, I gotta find it again. Hold on. Boop, 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 that one. There we go. There we are. So let me make these bigger here. Nope,
Oh.
wrong one. Hold on. Boom. And so they got something called the B4 movement. And I got this little bit of information from NPR. Uh, Following President elect Trump's victory, which was fueled by male voters and many looked like a referendum on reproductive rights.
Wow.
This was NPR. Okay. Some young American women are talking about boycotting men. The idea comes from the South Korean movement known as 4B, or the Four No's. BI, means not in Korean. It calls for the refusal of dating men. B yuane, sexual relationships with men. B sexu, heterosexual marriage. Bihun, and
Huh.
childbirth. B chulsan. I should have had the hat on for these. Interest
Wow.
in the 4B movement has surged in the days since the election, with Google searches spiking and the hashtag taking off on social media. Scores of young women are exploring and promoting the idea in posts on platforms like TikToks and X, which I like to call the Twitters. That's what I call them.
Sure.
Is that a post or where is it? Not necessarily the post. I don't want to follow the post. I want to see the movement.
It's just
Yes,
insane.
here we go. This person says the B4 movement is a good thing. These liberal extremists are limiting their probability of having an offspring, which is great for their
Yeah.
country. They're contributing to the cause of MAGA, which is making America great again.
Very nice. Very well put.
Yeah, okay. You know how radical feminists often use to date men in Korea? They call it the four Bs to try and pass it off as a social movement. In the West, K pop fangirls use it to mean we refuse to have sex because we can't abort our babies.
Oh boy.
Let me see if I can find somebody raging. Oh, that's not somebody raging. Or if you're a man worried about the 4B movement, allow me to introduce you to the 2B movement.
Yes, yes, that's the name of the character in Nier, which is
Oh,
a great game, but some people just like it for one reason.
one reason and one reason only. They're right-handed. Uh, so yeah, there's not a lot of people here that are actually raging. It's just a bunch of people making fun of the rage.
Oh god.
Oh wait, here's one.
Oh,
Let's see if we can hear this. Can you hear it?
no.
Do we have audio,
No
No,
guys?
audio for me.
it's okay. I really don't want to listen to it.
Oh my goodness! I was hoping that the audio would work on this, but it's not working. I don't
Thank God.
understand. I do not understand why this is no work. Let's see, try it this way.
Yep, still no audio. Oh well.
Still no audio.
Good news
Wow.
for us. Continue.
All right, all right. Okay, so here's the bad thing about Restream, I guess, is that when you're sharing screens, the audio doesn't come through. At least
Hmm,
when you're going through Firefox.
nice.
So I know that the audio never worked really well with Firefox when it came to the other one. So maybe next time we'll try to pull up After Dark on the Chrome and see if that works
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, uh, pretty much.
Is that Alex Jones? It is. He's shaving his head in solidarity. He's shaving his bald head.
That's amazing.
That was already bald.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's entertainment right there. That's what that is.
Yeah. Like I know it's a polarizing time. People have a lot of thoughts and opinions on this stuff, and with the laws or Trump wants to put into place. But if you think for any moment, all right, that
Well,
A,
what
this isn't the most insane like response ever, and B, that if this would actually work, you need to be like in an insane asylum now.
what rights are they talking about though? This right here says no man will touch me until I have my rights back. What rights are they talking about?
I don't know. What we're living in 1854. Apparently, that's what they think.
11/18/54. What is that? What is that? Something. What is? More liberals have read the 2025 manifesto than Republicans, and they're worried about that when it's got to still go through Congress and the Senate. As far as I can tell, the Senate still has control, don't they?
I
The
believe
House,
so.
the House has been flipped, but the Senate, no.
I don't know.
I believe they both went to Republicans, so
Both of them so far, because as far as I could tell, they were still counting.
huh. Huh. Not that I seen, but shit. That's crazy. The fuck are they still counting for?
Well, they're not done, I
Yeah,
think.
Arizona and Nevada are taking ages. That's why.
Alright.
You know why? People are watching. That's why.
True.
Good afternoon.
Mhm.
We need Joker to do that.
And classic meme. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because this is the first time people's paying attention to Arizona and ages. So yeah, at least since the Coyotes left, yeah,
True.
nobody was paying attention to them anyway.
Yeah. Nobody cared.
Well, you know what they did? They started putting papers up on the windows to cover it up.
Yeah, but no, yeah, they have the full house. All right, they have 53 uh in Senate compared to Dems 45 so far. So yeah, they're just counting, and I believe wait, where are they counting still? Yes, and just I believe like Maine, I think, or Vermont, both of
Yeah.
those. Actually, no, they're actually counted. I believe now. Yeah, I think that's just independents that one. Yeah, like Bernie. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like the GOP has got a little red check mark next to it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and two are not called yet.
Oh, two aren't called. Jesus Christ!
Wow.
What's the hell is?
So that's with the that's the Senate race there.
Yeah, and I always love how like every year, it seems like the Dems like kick somebody out. That was like one of their regulars in the Senate, and then they always end up winning the next 4 years later as an independent.
Mm. Now if they keep putting her dumbass up there.
What do we got over here now? Just to be sure.
God.
Let's see. So it's 200 Democrats and 211 Republicans, and there are 218 seats. So there's no check mark though.
Hmm.
So it's not called completely. Yeah,
I
look
guess.
up here. We got the presidential race called, the Senate race called, and the
Yeah,
House race.
it'll be called soon with how Arizona and Nevada is still leading. So
So let's see, so here's Arizona causing a fuss.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, a lot of people are like, yeah, they own the full house, but still feel like they won't allow a lot of things in because have to remember, there's always like a bunch of Republicans who might still not agree with like
Okay.
what Trump wants to do, and that might hold it back. But I'm wondering now how many Dems would actually like
Eight,
vote yes on what he wants to do, though.
9, 10,
Good point.
11.
Yeah,
The Dems are in the lead in 11 races. That's not enough to get them where they want to go.
Hmm.
If they've got 200, they're going to have 211. Whereas, what? The House needs less than eight?
Yeah.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, Alaska, 11. So they've got 11 that they're in the lead for. So this could be a slam dunk of 222 to 211
Wow.
if they wait till they're all counted. So yeah, I think. I mean, it might be too early for Bloomberg to call, but I think I'm about to call it right here on a Friday night for the U.S. House election.
Yeah, I
What do
think
you
it's
think,
over.
guys?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's
Call it.
yeah,
it's,
too close to call. Sorry.
it's about as over as this topic of 4B. I think.
Yeah,
I like the fact that relationships with men is called seksu in Korean.
Sexy.
Sexu. No more sexu.
Yeah, well, again, we'll all just become gay. It's okay. What will they do now?
Yeah, we're all going to the showers.
Hmm. I mean, what did you dress up as Halloween this year? Off
Uh,
topic.
oh, me? I didn't actually dress up this. The boys skipped out this year. They
Uh,
decided they didn't want to go nowhere, so we didn't do anything. Last year I was Wario,
Mm.
so
uh,
I had
nice.
the little hat, and I've got my mustache, of course, and um, I got a little yellow shirt and suit that goes well with it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this year I was a soul crowd crush victim.
Wow. Okay. How'd that work out? Did it come off flat?
Yeah, I had to paint my face blue, so I was like a Smurf.
La 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 la. Ooh. So yeah, there's that. You guys ever play Gartic Phone?
Sometimes, yes.
Bob, are you up for it?
I could definitely give it a try.
I mean, we could, but how would it work with three people?
I don't know. I don't know.
It is true.
I was planning on doing Gartic Phone today, and yeah,
I might need to be more awake for that.
yeah. I even made a little garlic phone swan thingy logo so that
Ooh.
we could do that. Bob, you're too big. There we
Yeah,
go.
that's what she said.
You're not too big. There we go. No, that's not right. Which one's better? That's better. There we go. So yeah, I think that about covers it, guys.
Yeah.
Unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about. Cole, you got anything you
Uh,
want to bring up?
No, that's about it.
No, nothing to rage about. Nothing to complain about. No movie
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out this week
yes,
that you want
yes,
everybody to
yes,
see.
yes. How dare they not give me an invite to that Nosferatu premiere? I swear to
oh
God.
no.
Oh, is that the one with what's her name with the big eyes?
Wait, what? You mean the actress or?
Yes, the actress
Well, I think she was recast, wasn't he? Wasn't she? If you're talking about Anya Taylor Joy,
Oh shit.
Anya Taylor Joy. They recast her.
yeah, a while ago because of schedule
No.
conflicts with other films, so they
Oh,
cast Lily Rose Depp instead.
she was going to make a wonderful Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a bit of a downgrade there. Lily Rose Depp hasn't really been given much of a chance, so we'll see how she is actually in the film. I mean, it's getting rave reviews so far, but the good news is they made a huge upgrade by him not going with Harry Styles and just going with Nicholas Holt. That's a huge save.
Is he playing Nosferatu?
Nope.
No.
No, it's the guy who played like the new It, whatever his name is.
Oh,
Like,
scared, scared.
yeah,
Skirt, skirt, grimmer gird. It's
Skirt,
skirt,
skirt.
skirt.
Skirmiger.
Grimmer gird. It's skirt, skirt.
Slurring
Skirt,
like
skirt,
an
nurse for
Irishman.
rudder.
Oh,
Let's see here. Robert Eggers' Nosferatu enters Oscar race, fangs and all. Really?
yeah.
And that's out this weekend?
Yes.
uh, this weekend. I don't think so. It's supposed to be
Oh,
out in December on
oh
Christmas,
shit.
but
Oh yeah, there's his.
they say this like every year with films like this. I'm not gonna believe it until it happens, though. Like, sure, these films get a lot of praise, and just like The Substance did, but they're still a bit dark and artsy and or like body horror-ish and weird for the Academy's liking, and they'll always find by Oscar time at least like five films out of like the I don't know 15 they watched throughout the whole year because they don't watch films. that they liked
Let
more than them in each category, and at most, then they'll usually just give a film like this, like something like cinematography, production design, which they did with The Lighthouse. His one film, they gave it cinematography, but that's it. Willem Dafoe was absolutely snubbed that year, and then with The Northman, they didn't even give it anything. So yeah, that's pretty much what this film is expected to get.
you
Similar to
know,
the
watching The Lighthouse was like watching two actors pretending to be Cookie Monster, and the sets were all made of cookies. They
I'll
were
take that as a positive.
they were chewing the scenery, um, and trying to be the best eater of sceneries. So, I'd like to see a picture of this guy as Nosferatu, though.
Well, I've been avoiding it. I want to like see it in the theaters, but there are photos of it if you look it up on Google.
I look
Yeah,
it
the
up on the
trailers and
Google.
stuff are intentionally hiding it a bit though for that reveal, which I like. But yeah, the photos, I did see glimpses of it. I don't think it's like it makes him look the most flattering or like creepy or the best. If they're the actual photos of him and his design, they look a bit bland in the photos. So
Close your eyes. Oh, we find ourselves on the Reddit.
Reddit, yeah.
Look at me, I'm fabulous. Stop it. I was trying to be up here. I guess. Look at me. I'm a young Klaus Kinski. I don't know that that's real. It might be, but I don't think it is.
Damn.
yeah, I have no clue.
This
If
this
it is though, then yeah, it's a really bad photo of it, and with the lighting and everything, it kind of looks like the creature designs and the demons, how they looked in that Evil Within film. I don't know if you ever seen it,
No, I
which
haven't seen the Evil Within.
uh well, I mean, I watched it recently just because of a story behind it. If you don't know about it, basically the guy who made it, he was like a businessman, I believe, like and philo, philo sorry, how do you say it again? Philanthropist or whatever. Uh,
Philanthropist.
yeah, sorry, I dyslexia as hell. Yeah, oil hair businessman. He decided, he wants to be a filmmaker, and he spent like the last like 15 or like 20 years or something just working on this one film and just like shooting up tons of drugs and heroines to get like these weird like
Yeah.
nightmarish things, which is what he then used for the film scenes and everything. And then eventually like died from like
Look at
intestinal
that.
hemorrhaging, and
What
then
is this? 1991. It says load image.
Huh.
Jesus.
No, that's not
Oh no,
working.
no, that's for the game. You have to look up 2017, The Evil Within.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that just make sure you put movie. Yeah, just spent like 20, 15 years doing that, shooting a bunch of drugs, being in isolation, taking forever on it, eventually died, then released it 2 years later, just this whole creative output, and just like doing a bunch of heroin and stuff to get these weird nightmarish dreams, which he used for it. And it was like so old in production that they even had that one giant guy in it who was in Big Fish who like died like 15 years before this came out.
Oh, and they found the producer that liked giant spiders. Did they? Where did it go? So it's just a fever dream of a film.
Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, it's the little boy. Ah, the hell. Knock it off. Where's my spider? There it is. Stop it. Oh, well. Step right up. Step right up. Yay. Oh, I'm going to have to watch that. Is that on Tubi?
It might be. Seems like so many things are today.
Did I misspell it? It is. It is on Tubi.
Nice.
They have everything.
Let me pause that so I don't get sucked into it. Look at
Yeah,
that.
they're like,
He was actually going to play the full movie. Look at that.
yeah, and they're like, hey, since you're dead, is it okay if we just play this for free? Yeah,
I'm going to have to watch that. Have you seen out there in Chatland? Have you seen The Evil Within? Let us know in the comments below.
yeah, it isn't the best film. His story's more interesting, but it does have its qualities that I did like.
I'm sure you did like some of it. Bob, you got anything you want to say before we head out of here?
No, no, I don't.
Cole, you going to be on anybody's show this weekend?
Probably not now, unless Bradley or someone else has another stream.
You going to show up on Sunday, maybe?
Hmm.
Unfortunately, with my sleep schedule lately and everything, and going to the gym, it's kind of difficult now.
Oh, okay. No problem. No
But I'll
problem.
try to show
You're
up to
always
more often now.
you are always welcome here on After Dark, especially if because we rotate through so many people. Uh, at
Yeah, as you could tell,
Yeah, so
falling asleep.
but and sometimes Bob is here even when he's not, so that's always a good thing. So I guess we're done. Let me do this
Yeah.
first. Let's say goodbye to Rumble first.
Bye, Rumble.
Uh,
Take care,
Miss
Rumble.
you.
by two people watching on there.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we're done with Rumble. So now we can end with everybody else, and we'll do
Yeah,
it
the
with
normal people.
yeah. We'll say goodbye to the normal people, and
Bye, normal people.
stay safe. Stay safe. And enjoy drinking beer in all of the nightclubs because there ain't going to be any women out there. So
Yep.
enjoy your beverage.